Let me explain the problem statement. Our problem is we have to read and display the array elements using a pointer. For that, we have to know about the two topics. The first one is pointers and the second one is arrays. For, for the first one, pointer, as we all know, the basic property of the pointer is it stores the address of an element. Let me take an integer element as I, and I am initializing this integer variable with 4, and I am declaring the integer pointer as p. Here pointer means which stores the address of I. I am storing the address of I in the pointer. If we print p means we get the address of the I. If we print star p, we get the value of that element, that is value of the I. What is the value of the I? 4. The star p means we get the value of that element. By using p and star p, we can write the program. Now about the array, as we all know that the array elements are allocated contiguously. By using that property, we can solve the problem. That means, if let me take integer array as a with a size of 3. That means if you store the address of first element of the array, we can easily access the all other elements of that array. Let me store the address of the first element in a pointer p. We can write this as, and as we also know that the address of the first element of the array stores in the name of that array. We can write this equation like this also. That means p equals to a. Both the equations are same. Let me say the address of the first element as 1020, and the address of the second element, first element as 1020, and the second element as 1. Automatically the address of the second element will be 1024, and the address of the third element is 1028. A of 2, address of the a of 2 equal to 1028, because the size of the data type is 4. Because we use the integer data type, the integer data type size is 4 bytes, so it will increase by 4 bytes. We can write this also as, if we, as we know that p equal to address of a of first element, that means a of 0, we get p equal to 1020, and p plus 1 equal to 1024, and p plus 2 equals to 1028. From this, what we can understand is, if we increase the p by 1, the address will increase by size of the data type. Here it is the integer data type, it will increase by 4 bytes. So by using this, we can write the program. As I already told you about the logic, in that logic, I need an integer array and a pointer. I am declaring an integer array with maximum size of 100, and I am declaring the pointer as p. In that pointer, we need to store the address of the first element. As I already told you, address of an first element of the array stored in the name of that array. So I am storing the p equal to array. That means in that p, address of the element is stored. Now I am asking the user to enter the size of the array. Enter the size of array. For scanning the size of the array, we need an variable. So I am declaring the variable as n. Now scan the size of the array by %t where ampersand n. So I stored the size of the array in the variable n. Now I am asking the user to enter elements. How many elements we have to enter? Size of the array. That means if the size of the array is 5, we need to enter the 5 elements. So I am asking the user to enter 5 elements. Now for scanning this, we need a big scanf statement, so that I am using for loop to scan this. For repeating the for loop, I need another variable. So I am declaring another variable as I. Now in that for loop, I am initializing the I value as 0 and I am given the condition as I less than n. That means I less than size of that array. So now scan the elements. Scanf %t. As I already told you, array elements are allocated contiguously. So the first element address is stored in the P. So I am using P plus I. That means if we increase, as I already told you, if we increase P by 1, the address will increase by size of the data type. So here is the integer data type. The first element address is stored in the P. If you scan the first element, that means I equal to 0, the first element stored in the P. If the I value is incremented, the I value become 1, I less than 5. We scan the second element into the P plus 1. That means it will increase the address by 4 bytes. It will stored in the second place of that array. In this manner, the array elements are stored. For displaying the array elements, I am using again for loop for displaying those array elements. Now printf %t from, as I already told you, P means address and the star P means is the value of that address. So I am using star of P plus I. I think as I already told you, so I think you may understand this. As we seen here, as both for loops are similar, I am removing the second for loop to write the both printf and the scanf statements in the same for loop. I am writing the both printf and scanf. That means the elements enter into the for loop, first it will scan and immediately after scanning it will print the value in that address. In this manner, all will print out immediately after scanning. In this way, we can read and display the array elements using a single pointer. I will show you the output of this program. Let me run this. It asks the size of the array. I will give 5 and then enter 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will get the same elements. So we will access the array elements using the pointer.